What's good, boys? Welcome back to another week of trading. I'm going to get into this one really quickly because this is one of those days where it is very clear where the market is going. I believe that this is going to displace rather soon, and let's just quickly run through what I'm looking at before we get into news and stuff. So, coming to today, what am I looking at? Market opens in 20 minutes, so still got time to sort of spare. Just mark out market open real quick so it's a bit more obvious. Now, we've come up during the sort of pre-market and end of London, we've manipulated this high here. This is just the opening high, so pretty significant draw on liquidity. We have also created this bullish SMT or bearish SMT off of it. NQ, very clear here. It's just seriously obvious. If you come here, London lows, low, low, low. Like, this is all really reachable, low resistance liquidity. I don't want longs today. Like, even though you could potentially look at this and say, all right, we have this plain on liquidity here. I'm all good off that. Like, I am going to be looking for shorts today. I'm marrying a short bias because this is where I want to see that SMT displaced to. Even though, we've come down here, we've actually just broken structure on this hourly time frame as well, so that's a little confirmation there. ES, exact same thing. We have Asian lows. These are actually relative equal lows as well. If you come on down here, it's actually equal lows, so that's another really good strong draw on liquidity to the downside. We have these liquidity down here. Like, everything has set up for shorts. Asia session generated liquidity, London session manipulated the opening day high, and now we're starting to get legs down off of a bearish SMT. Mate, it does not get any better than that. Let's jump in because I think this is going to be a really good day for us. We're upping risk today. First thing to take into consideration, bro. We won our last trade, which means this time we have to put $1,000 risk on the table, as my strategy or risk management is going at the moment. With these fundeds, I'm playing them more aggressively. So today, one of those days where I know where the market's going to go. I just need to wait for something to happen and then place that money on the table. So I'm happy to put $1,000 risk on the table. We have a no news Monday. That's the only sort of thing that's iffy about this. But at the end of the day, man, if we get a setup and we haven't yet taken any sort of drawings on liquidity to the downside, it's going to be pretty high confidence. So idea for me is I want to see some sort of, where is my little chart tool? There we go. I want to see some sort of retracement, ideally an SMT, ideally some sort of manipulation through here, and then some reason to take a short down. That's my A+ model for today. Let's see what happens. Let's get back into the charts. Love. Thank you boys for tuning in. Welcome to a new week, man. It's going to be good. I am happy with that candlestick open. Far out. Literally could not have been any better for us. Can't lie, I was not expecting it, and we'll have to see how this plays out, purely because that is pretty absurd. We've come up into equilibrium already. Same thing over here on NQ. Too early to make any sort of judgment. Like, ideally, we don't keep going higher, I don't think. Like, I'm not really considering longs today. We've already taken out, these are Asian highs here. So we've already taken Asian highs. I guess we have this little run here, like 1, 2. But realistically, the draws on liquidity are to the downside. We have equal lows over here on ES. We have draws here. We have amazing draws over here. We've already had our manipulation for the day. And, I mean, look at that. Getting that sort of bearish follow on through now. But not something that I want to be taking until we can see something a bit clearer. Tough one to manage so far, man. I don't know. I'm being really patient here. We've taken London lows over here on NQ, and we're starting to get some major rejection candle here. I mean, you could definitely view this as a bullish SMT. For me personally, I'm just not too keen to, like, especially not when I'd be saying that this is a bullish SMT off of these equal lows. Realistically, for me, I would prefer to be targeting these equal lows rather than targeting these highs up here. But we'll have to see. I think it's going to be much more obvious after this 15-minute candlestick closure how much further this bearish extension is going to go, if at all, you know. Like obviously if we close way up here, it's going to be pretty obvious that this will be a bullish SMT, and we could definitely look for a long off of that. If we rotate on down here, it would be very clear to me that this is going to be the draw on liquidity over here on ES. So realistically, man, market's just opened. It's been pretty wild so far. Like if you look at these 3 candlesticks here, doji, doji, and another doji. So just not a lot to go off here on 3 minute, 5 minutes looking the same with a massive doji. Yeah, ideally I think I see another some sort of manipulation, because obviously that was major manipulation there, but it was just too early into the market open. It was just a big volume spike. So we'll see if we can actually get something decent. Hopefully price slows down a bit, because it's looking pretty full on right now. Can't lie, bro, this is a bit of a confusing market open experience so far. I'm looking for some sort of manipulation, but biggest rule I'm following today is if the market is unclear, like today, obviously I'm looking at this, we've created this bullish SMT, we have this bearish SMT, I wanted bearish movement before market open, we've already had a bearish movement over here on NQ, we've already taken out our first draw on liquidity. It's unclear right now. Like from here, my biggest rule at the moment that I'm trying to play off is the 15-minute needs to clear itself up. Like right now, if I'm looking at this, it's almost looking like we've retraced. This is a doji candlestick, so it's not necessarily indicating bullish movement to me. But right now, I am realistically looking at this as a retracement, and now I'm looking for that next bearish extension off of that. Whether we get that now, it's going to be an interesting one. Macro's just about to open in 5 minutes. So this 5-minute candlestick closure is going to be pretty crucial for us in order to sort of gain some direction in the charts. But right now, it's not looking too hot, bros. Like without an SMT, it's hard for me to top tick this trade. So my stop loss is going to have to be a lot more generous than I would like. So I do honestly think this could be a no trade day for me, like a no trade nightmare, bro. When you know where the market's going, but market opens and it just like causes chaos, you know. One of them ones, but let's just see how these next few minutes play out. We are getting this retracement on up, and now we're starting to get some legs down. So too early to make any sort of comms right now. Critical. Alright, man, this looks like we're starting to get a little something. I'll show you the 15-minute time frame first, but I'm looking at the 15-minute time frame over here on ES. We like this 15-minute time frame. If we don't look at any other time frames, how clear does this look? Like, if you just take a look at this, what have we got? We have this bearish SMT that we've talked about multiple times here. Displacement with broken structure, and now we're getting a retracement. We're retracing into the order block, equilibrium, fair value gaps, and now if you come down onto the lower time frame, we have this internal model presenting itself. This is what I am looking for. I think that this is going to be a really, really nice short off of this, and I want to take a trade if we can get some sort of indication that that 15-minute time frame is going to continue bearish order flow. For me, the indication is going to be a lower time frame model, manipulation leg, taking out this liquidity, and now if we can close below this inverse fair value gap, that is a confirmation for me that at least these Asian equal lows are going to get taken, because it's very strong draw on liquidity, already in a downtrend on that 15-minute time frame. I'm not too fussed about this bullish SMT. Not too fussed about it. I think realistically, over here on ES, the strongest draw on liquidity is, for me, it's going to be these Asian lows. And if we don't want to take that, we just don't want to take that, man. Like, I'm happy to take a short with the idea of continuing this 15-minute trend, because NQ also has further bearish to go. Like, it's not like we don't have anything down here to target. Over here, NQ still has reason to go bearish when we have this low and these lows and these lows. Like, we still have those to look for. So it makes a lot of sense that ES would potentially want to fall through on this next movement. The lower time frames looking nice here. I've got the 15-second chart sitting up, and I will just go ahead here. 5.5. I feel like 36 freaking contracts also is incorrect. So I'll just split it, bro. Like, I'll just do a few different positions until we smack this entry we're looking for. Starting to get legs down here over here on NQ. I like that. What is going on here? ES just ain't giving us nothing to work with. Retracing here. Ideal. If we can get a retracement here and a rejection, we've got that retracement, man. Like, if we can see a change in the state here on the 1 minute time frame, that would be beautiful for a short. Just not sure I want to take this here on NQ. Like I said, I've been favoring ES today just because of the draws on liquidity are a little bit more clear. So let's see if we can get a little something here. ES is sitting really high up here, which I'm not actually too much of a fan of. Big follow through here. So no, I'm gonna wait, bro. I'll be disciplined. Had our entry over here on NQ. We haven't had it on ES. I just want to wait, bro. Don't want to do anything stupid. Like, if I look back at that and I'd lost that trade, I'd be super pissed off if I'd taken the trade prematurely. Prematurely, what a word. Yeah, I'd honestly rather just wait to see this next 3 minute candlestick close. If we close down here, then I can tighten my stop loss to here, which is going to be really nice. And I'm just not too keen to take the trade over on NQ, if I'm being honest. Like, NQ's not looking bad by any means. However, it's just we've already taken the clear draw on liquidity, so not ideal. That's looking nice there though. Like, retracement, rejection, starting to get some legs down. If we can inverse this fair value gap, like if we can actually close here, A plus. Like, that's textbook for me. Stops there. Come on, man. Don't through on us. Maybe we should just press that button. Low key, bro. If too much discipline was a thing, I reckon, like, I've kind of got that. It's not like fear, but it's just like, I feel like I'd be holding myself back too much, man. Fuck. Literally would have been looking at that, bro. You are jerking me. That's so... Oh my days, bro. That's heartbreaking, man. So dust. I mean, I did say, bro, like I said that I needed to play this day more aggressively. But I didn't like the fact that that's not a retracement. Like this here. What are we doing way up here? Like that's not a retracement. Had this looked like over here on NQ, I would have placed the trade for sure. But I don't want to take this trade when we have this inverse, when we have this fair value gap here. That was a valid trade, but the draw on liquidity, I said right from the start for me, was going to be those equal lows on ES, which means that I have to take the trade on ES, unfortunately. Man, that rips. Like, that actually rips. Like, it's just so dust. I would have had a max win for the day on my eval. I can't lie, I'm just gonna call it a day here because I'm pissed off right now. I'm not pissed off, but I'm definitely not in the right mental state to be trading. I could take a trade here, but we've also already taken this low here. So it's almost like we're starting to create this bullish SMT. I mean, potentially, like, my other model here would be if we see some sort of retracement, then that's confirmation for longs. Do I want to take longs when we still haven't taken my draw on liquidity to the downside? Like, no, I'm not there yet. Like, I'm not in that sort of view of the markets right now. Yeah, bro, that rips. That rips. Sucks to suck. I mean, you guys have seen the whole process today, man. We had it all packed down. And as it came to the turning point, I said, I swear I said in there, like, if NQ can do it, can break it, I'll enter on a yes. But then I held myself back. I was like, bro, like, you can't do that. If NQ shows the entry, you can't just enter on a yes. Like, in my opinion, that would be a little bit FOMO just because of the fact that it's like, okay, we're sort of desperate for a trade, you know, it's almost like we're chasing it. So I don't know. There's not, like, we haven't made a mistake tonight, bros, but it's like, it's just one of those days. Like, it sucks to see this. Should have broken my rules, bro. Should have. Would have been like if my account would have been looking sick. But I guess this is part of trading, bro. These no trade days where realistically the best comms is just to get off the charts. So I'm gonna sit here for a tad longer. I believe we're gonna come down. We do have this bullish S&T to be skeptical about. I'd like to see us almost inverse this gap just so then I can 100% call it a day. But right now, I mean, even if you look at this 5-minute time frame, it's looking like, yeah, I was going to say it looks bearish, but it looks pretty bullish. Bottom with these lows. I'm not willing to take a long if that is what the market wants to give us. I'm still holding very bearish, at least down to these draws on liquidity down here. These equal lows here. I just don't really see a reason for us to go long, but hey, man, market's gonna do what market wants to do. Include rip bearish after I failed to pull the trigger. That was a fast one today, bro. The market was honestly so aggressive today. Alright, I can't lie. Oh, am I recording? Yeah, I am. I can't lie. I'm calling this a day. I'm not even open to trading right now. Like, if I'm just being dead honest, my psychology this past week has not been right. Oh, actually, no, last week was chill. But this weekend, my family's just landed in town today. They moved over. So there's a lot of different stuff going on right now. Big changes in my life. And to be honest, man, like I just don't feel right to be in the charts right now. I would way rather call it a day here than try chase a retracement rejection play and get stopped out. Because can't lie, bro, I'd probably crash out. So I feel tense. I'd rather go to sleep because I'm hella sleep deprived as well. It's 12 midnight right now. Yeah, man, like I don't know. That's really pissed me off. Like, there's no other way to say it. Like I want to be passing accounts so bad right now. Well, I almost feel like that's the mentality I'm in right now. Is I want to pass an account. I want to see progress so bad, and I just haven't seen nothing recently. So seeing some comms like that, like knowing that I could have just pulled the trigger and it would have paid off when realistically it probably wasn't the correct decision. Yeah, it just sucks. Hits a little bit harder than usual. So, anyways, man, that is me. Done for the day. Rusty Trades out. Thank you, boys, for tuning in. If you made it this far, like, sub, all that good shit. And we'll be back tomorrow, man. Hopefully, we can bang back another analysis and actually find some good trade to enter off of. This was the trade for the night. Unfortunately, we were not able to capitalize. Peace and love. Thank you both for tuning in. Have a good one and all the best in the charts. Love.